Singapore, 남자입니다. 네, 안녕하세요, 여러분들. Welcome to my morning coffee chat once again as I bring you guys to yet another beautiful cafe here in Istanbul. And here I am in a very misty, hazy morning, autumn morning here in Istanbul. Not really cold. The neighborhood back street here. A lot of friendly people around. Günaydın. Here I am at Ministry of Coffee here in And you know, the thing I like about this cafe is this wall here, this bookshelf wall, so beautiful. And it's a very cozy and nice place which makes you not want to talk too loudly. And there's very beautiful rows of sofa here and inside, which if I'm not doing this live stream, I will be sitting on the sofa and enjoying myself. But because of this live stream, I'm showing you guys this beautiful view, so I'm sitting here on this uncomfortable seat for you. And yeah, so finally yet another cafe. This is how dedicated I am to this to making this a really interesting live stream now. Yet another cafe. This is episode 17. Episode 17. Episode 17, and I have not revisited the same cafe twice yet. That, you know, again, that's testimony to how many cafes there are here in Istanbul. There's just so many cafes, so many. That if I just cafe hop every single day, I think it would take me 1 month to go through every single cafe. And not only that, no, there's not just cafes. There's breakfast places where these are real cafes, and then there are breakfast places which are like cafes but serve up a lot more kind of food. So if you include those, perhaps I can just go to one different shop every day for 1 year and not repeat. Good morning, Tressa Wheel. Good morning. While you guys are here, remember to help me smash the like button. Yeah, again, you know, showing you guys the nice scene, nice view while sitting on the bed. See, I should be sitting right there or there so that I get this good angle to show you guys what's going on. See, this is a really good angle. Yeah. Oh, this angle is better. I can set up this angle. Yeah. This is how dedicated Limpeh is in making this live stream the best. Dedication is what it takes to do amazing things. And good evening, good afternoon to you, Stanley, and good morning. Hey, Tressa, yes, good evening, Tressa. I am in Ministry of Coffee Roasters here in Tokap. I can't even pronounce the name, Istanbul. And the coffee is really nice. Wow. This rose is bittersweet. This blend is bittersweet blend. I would say this is the best blend of coffee that I've had in all 17 episodes so far. Oh, the coffee here is really nice. Let's take a look at the interior. They don't serve up like chocolates and stuff though. So today I get to just have coffee without chocolates and desserts. See, this is my favorite seat here. But in order to sit there, if I sit there on the sofa, I can't show you guys the view. After surveying the whole cafe, this uncomfortable seat right here has the best view for you guys. Yes. This is the level of excellence Limpeh strive for in everything I do. Get a better angle here like this. Oh, I really like this tripod. So adjustable. And good morning to you guys and welcome. Where in the world are you guys watching from? Let me know where you're watching from. This is a lazy Tuesday morning in Istanbul. I just went around taking a new video, showing you guys how the street cats of Istanbul survive winter, autumn and winter, you know, the cold seasons. You know, like street cats and street animals are a big thing here in Istanbul. You see them everywhere and they're very well taken care of by the community. You know, in fact, if you search on my channel on Istanbul street cats, I did a video, an episode from just about street cats here in Istanbul, and very interestingly, a lot of people are asking me, so how do street animals here survive autumn and winter, you know? And so today I went around to show you guys just how they survive, how well they can 4 ways they survive the cold season. So stay tuned. I just made the video just now. 1 hour walking around. Just 1 hour. It's so obvious. Stanley, greetings from Borneo. Oh, you're from Borneo. Wow, I always thought you okay. Well, I'm very assumptuous. Sometimes I need to check my assumptions at the door, you know. The world is so big. I have very limited assumptions here and there. But I've never been to Borneo. That's one of those few places in the world I've never been to. And Tressa from Saint Martin, Isabel from bonjour from France, and Laura. Good morning, Laura. And for those of you who just joined me, I am. Okay, let me do the introduction again. For those of you who just joined me, this is a very cold and very hazy. It's a hazy day today. Morning here in Istanbul. So we're all padded up, and here I am at a lovely looking cafe called Ministry of Coffee. Ministry of Coffee is a chain shop here, but this I really like the interiors of this one, where you have very comfortable sofas all along the side. And sadly, in order to show you guys the beautiful wall view, I have subjected myself to sitting on the worst seat of the house right here. Because why? Because the worst seat of the house gives the best view here. Yeah. I really love this view here. Yeah. Yeah. This is how far Limpeh go for your viewing pleasure. Okay. I literally pay for your viewing pleasure. So make sure you help me by smashing the like button, you know. Stanley, please come over one day. Yeah, if I have a reason to, I'll go. See, look, I usually go to a country for a reason usually. Just like when I was in Paris, I went to Paris for Bachata 2013 Paris Bachata Festival. I always go to a country for a reason. So if you ask me why have I been here in Istanbul for a year and never been around? Because my reason for being in Istanbul was to train in MMA. You know, I didn't come here for sightseeing. I didn't come here for touring. You know, that's why I don't tour. I almost don't travel. I don't do vacations. I go to different countries. I live in different countries for a reason always. Good morning, Andy. Yes, like, thank you. Thank you. How's... Oh, Andy is good afternoon, yeah? Good afternoon, Andy. It's a very beautiful view. Very quiet neighborhood. This cafe is in the back streets, you know. The back streets of Istanbul, at least this part of Istanbul, it's a lot of cafes. You know, if I go back to New York, this live stream is gonna get quite boring. Why? Because in my entire neighborhood, within maybe 30 minutes walking distance of my home in New York, there's only 2 cafes or 3. I think 3. That's all. So if I jump cafe to cafe, I'll finish in 3 days in New York. Istanbul, at least this part of Istanbul, literally has the highest density of cafes I've seen anywhere in the world. Not even Korea match. You know, like Seoul has an incredible density of cafes. You know, coffee is so big in Korea. But I say Istanbul, at least this place in Istanbul, Nishantasi area, so in terms of cafe density, it's crazy. Glad you guys could join me. I went around making a new video about how street cats of Istanbul survive autumn and winter, you know, the cold seasons. It was very interesting, very interesting. You guys would not believe how well taken care of street animals are. As such, they easily survive autumn, winter. I think they survive autumn winter better than the homeless human beings. Honestly, that's one of the sad things. I think Istanbul takes care of their street animals better than their street people. Yeah, that's one little sad thing though. I would like to see more shelter for the homeless than the huge number of shelters for street cats I see around. Wow. I would love to see that many shelters for homeless here. There are homeless, quite a lot of homeless here, a lot. Stanley, you go US first time, which is better, New York or LA? If you go US for one time, just take a package tour that brings you to as many places as possible. Don't stick to one place. America is big. And if you're just going to go there for one time in a long time, make sure you sign up on a package that brings you as many places as possible. That's my advice actually. Go to, but if you ask me, some of the must go places, New York, Washington DC, these are and to a certain extent San Francisco, these three places are must go. After that comes, to me, Las Vegas, California, Miami Beach, those places. Then after that, you go to places like Seattle for the the movie Love in Seattle, things like that. Yeah, I think in that order, I would explore America. But of course, if you have the time, you should do all of those that I mentioned. But yeah, if you have very limited time, I suggest you prioritize New York and Washington DC. Yeah. NDU, they build shelters for. Oh, ND, wait for the video. I think I should post that video today or tomorrow. Wait for the video and be surprised how well taken care of the street and the boring. Just one way, right? No, four ways they survive. Four. Uh, the best coffee. Honestly, the best coffee. The best Starbucks. Fruity, bitter with a very berry and nutty accent, sweet aftertaste. So this is amazing. They are really master roasters. You can come a blend like this for Americano. It's not easy. This is to me this is a better blend than Starbucks. This is a better blend than the Pike Street blend. And in order to show you guys the great view here, I condemn myself to the worst seat in the house. I should really be there or there to show you guys this magnificent view here. Yeah. To show you guys the best view in the house, I've condemned myself to the worst seat in the house. Yeah. And if you just join me for my live stream, welcome. And if you are joining my live stream for the first time, welcome to my live stream. This is I go to a different cafe here in Istanbul. Yes, every morning different pursuits. And sit down and talk about life. Talk about life, talk about Istanbul, talk about my experiences around the world. This is what my live stream is about. That's why I like Chili Sun. I like Chili Sun. This season. Is it? Very bad connection, so sorry. Well, okay, from this live streaming experience. Because sometimes when I go to a new cafe, the first thing I do is not settle down and do this stream. No, the first thing I do is turn on my camera and just walk around the cafe to see if there's a good angle. Sometimes the cafe looks really nice, but there's no good angle that I can put a camera or show you guys at all. And then I have to go to a new one. Yeah, sometimes I check out 2 or 3 places before I settle down and do this stream with you guys, you know. So there's a lot of work behind it, behind this live stream actually, technical work. The fortunate thing is that there's so many cafes here in Istanbul. There's so many to choose from. Otherwise, then if I have no choice, then I just have to do it anywhere and everywhere. When I go back to New York and if I continue to do this live stream, I'm gonna have to do it anywhere and everywhere because there's just not that many cafes in New York. Surprise, surprise. Not that many cafes in New York at all. Rental is expensive, it's hard to make money. A very interesting mural here. See the coffee roasting machine, and New York, Paris, London, and lo and behold, New York is right there, number 1. Yeah, New York. Honestly, I don't quite like New York, but New York's my home right now. If you guys ask me where is my home right now, my home right now is New York, okay, by the way. Yeah. The place that I regard as home is New York. That's where I have a house with all my belongings, with all the awards that I've ever won hung on the wall, with all my certificates on the wall, and Lee Kuan Yew's altar on my table. It's New York. I don't have any other stuff here in Istanbul. Is it still hang? Can you guys see me? But Movie Man 175, yes. I think Squid Game is like a runaway success. Like nobody expected to be a drama with no mega stars to be that successful. I think. Andy better now. I really want to move to that sofa. But you see, I really like this view, this bookshelf view. Yeah, nice, yeah. Can I move to the sofa and still have a good view? Not really. No. Really would love to try though. The sofa looks so comfortable. Enjoy coffee, right? English royalty style. Please enjoy. Order in a coffee. The coffee here is very small cup. That makes Starbucks still the cheapest coffee that I've ever had here in Istanbul. Because Starbucks coffee for $1.90 US, you get the venti, which is double this size for the same price. Pardon? Pardon? Gonna have to order another coffee. Pardon? Americano dahabi. Oh, I really want to like just. Okay, hold on. Let me try this. I really want to do this. I really want to try this. I really want to. Oh, here. One of the ways street cats in Istanbul survive the cold weather is this. They simply stick out in cafes and restaurants because the heater is on. And the nice thing about Istanbul people is that they never chase them away. Yeah, see, before coming to this cafe today, I was going around making a video on how street animals and street cats, in specifically street cats, survive cold weather, which is autumn and winter here in Istanbul. And 4 main ways, and this is one of those ways. Look at how comfortable he is. Oh my goodness, look at that. Not a worry, man, not a worry. And it's so amazing that street animals here in Istanbul, they are really not afraid of human beings at all. It's incredible. And oh, nice. Oh, this is nice. this is nice. This look at the cafes. MOC, Ministry of Coffee. I think Ministry of Coffee is all over the world as well. You get Ministry of Coffee in New York as well. I remember. Good night. And here's the coffee. John Lennon, the legend of New York, spent his final days in New York. Usually to do a 1 hour live stream like this, I need to order 2 coffees. You guys remember? Oh, this is a nice angle. Nice view. But if I do this view, I will have to hold on to the camera like this. You see this is a back street here. Good morning, May, and welcome to my live stream. Today I'm in yet another lovely cafe here in Istanbul. Ministry of Coffee. Ministry of Coffee is a chain. There's a Ministry of Coffee pretty much everywhere. But the nice thing about this Ministry of Coffee that I find really lovely is that this Ministry of Coffee is situated in a back street here in Istanbul. You see, a very small neighborhood back street. Beautiful autumn morning. It's a very hazy morning. Actually, right now I'm beginning to be able to see breath, but early morning. It's a very charming neighborhood. Just take a look. The back streets here, so beautiful, yeah. Very narrow street. See how narrow the street is here. How narrow. The back street. This is a typical house in Istanbul. It's a backstreet cafe here, and you see backstreet cafe is so beautiful, so nicely done up. Günaydın. Günaydın. Yeah. And you see this here, you get really like the backstreet feel of Istanbul. It's a very neighborhood feel of Istanbul. Very serene, beautiful. The setting, you know, I just love Istanbul so much. Dünya and Güzel city. This is the most beautiful city I've ever been to, anywhere in the world. Honestly, this is the best place I've ever lived in. I've lived in a lot of places. This is definitely better than New York, where I live. It's a piece of trash. I'm sorry if you're from New York. That's the truth. I think New Yorkers all think the same. Oh, the setting is just amazing, right? Okay, let's get back to my sofa. Hello. That's a simit. That's a simit that is eating a traditional Turkish cousin called simit. Oh, quite a lot of people are coming right now. And I'm quite amazed that I walked away from my mobile phone. Okay, I do own an iPhone. Just to because why? Because here in Istanbul, if you use the Istanbul card, you need to use the Istanbul phone as well. Every phone is registered with the government. So I have no choice but to just buy a phone just to plug in the Istanbul SIM card to hotspot to this main phone that I use. That's why I do have an iPhone actually, but not the latest. It's an iPhone X. Oh, so cute, so cute. Merhaba. So everybody's so happy. I know, I love happy people. I love to be with happy people, and Istanbul people are always so happy. Hello, Florence. Welcome to my live stream. Today here I am in Ministry of Coffee here in Istanbul. Beautiful set. And I just gave a little introduction about the neighborhood. Very beautiful neighborhood here in one of the back streets of Istanbul. And most people here drink chai, the Turkish tea. Okay. I'm just a hardcore coffee drinker. And Florence, how are you? Fantastic. And Pepe Frog AI. welcome to my live stream, Pepe Frog. Pepe Frog, where are you watching from? I'm curious. enjoying a nice sofa seat. Just now I was having the worst seat in the house just to show you guys the view. But now, oh, Florence from New Zealand. Good evening, Florence. Welcome to my live stream. For those of you who are new to my live stream, every morning I go to a new cafe here in Istanbul. Yes, every morning. This is episode 17. I have not repeated. This is 17th cafe that I brought you guys to in Istanbul. Every morning, and then we settle down and then have a coffee and talk about life. That's what my live stream is about. Pepe Frog, if you go to my country, will the stream be looking for drunk as homeless people steal your script? Oh, where are you? Where you, Pepe Frog? I never know where you from. Where you watching from? Where is your country? Florence, I love your lives. Oh, I love how you said it. My lives. I have lived many lives, and yes, I think this is very Florence really hit the nail on the head. That I don't live just one life, I live many lives. And I have been many things. Even, I've been away from home for 20 years, but I've only started YouTubing and YouTubing since 5 years ago. So what you guys saw in my YouTube channel is only my life over the past 5 years, And in 5 years, I have lived so many different lives already. Can you imagine? Before I started YouTubing, for 15 years in many other places, how much adventure I've had. I lived the time of my life. Pepe Frog. Suffice to say, the border with Belarus. Oh. You live in a hot neighborhood. But good morning to you. Belarus morning, right? Yeah, Pepe Frog. I really appreciate it, Pepe Frog. Like, I never imagined that my life will appeal to certain kinds of people. But this is beautiful Istanbul. Beautiful Turkish people. Beautiful Turkish neighborhood. Oh yeah, John Lennon.
My hometown.
You're from New York? Oh, you're from England?
From Liverpool, yes.
Oh, Liverpool, yes. I said New York only because that's the last place he lived in. Yes. I'm from New York. Oh, you're from Liverpool?
Yes.
Oh, did you live here in Istanbul?
12 years.
Oh, you lived 12 years in Istanbul?
Yes.
Wow. So what brought you here to Istanbul?
I came to work.
Okay.
And then I came to work for 6 months.
Oh.
And I met my wife and I stayed. So 6 months turned into 12 years.
Oh.
And a baby.
Amazing. Yeah, I think that's pretty much how it happens for a lot of people.
Yeah, but I'm a traveller. Like you said, you travel a lot.
Yes.
I travel a lot.
Okay.
So for work, I travel to places. I lived in India, Pakistan,
Oh,
in Europe.
I see.
So I travel a lot also.
Wow, but right now with family and children.
No, we travel a lot also.
Oh, you so wow.
We also travel, but since the pandemic,
Oh,
it basically stopped.
I see.
We'll
Amazing.
start again soon.
Amazing. Because like I've got this very limited belief and thinking that if I ever have a kid, my life ends. Like no. Oh.
When you get married and you get a child, your life just changes.
There you
need to accommodate other people. That's all.
There you have, guys. Like, I'm not always right, and I have very limiting beliefs about having a family, having children. And right here, and how may I address you, sir?
Colin.
Yes. And Mr. Colin here has just given me the education of my life, that life can go on, that we can still have our adventure anywhere in the world with a family if we know how to manage it. It's all about our skill, all about how we manage it.
Just accommodating. You just accommodate others. You can't always do what you did as a single guy.
Mm-hmm.
But you do the things that you can do as a family guy.
Amazing. Let's see.
You've got the pleasure of a child and your family with you, so it's different than being solo.
Let's see what Pepe says. I live in a place where there is no asphalt. My profession is selling moonshine. Okay, so I can say I've achieved success. I am greatest fan of Mr. Colin. Dude from the border of Belarus. But really nice chatting with you.
You too.
Thank you.
Enjoy your time here.
You too.
Great.
Wow, this I was gonna say you are the first ever person like who has appeared on my live stream as some kind of a guest. First ever, Mr. Collins. Thank you for
I'm proud of
sharing.
that also. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience here.
Sure. But I recommend you go around and you travel, you see, you use public transport, you meet the people, you try the food, away from the tourist areas. Like this is a locals area, but everybody's welcome.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
So just enjoy it.
Thank you. Amazing.
Great experience.
6 months in for Mr. Collins here in Istanbul. That's how lovely this place is. Oh man, this is amazing. Okay, let's see. Florence, cool.
Var ya bir tane ufak bardak kahve fincanı alabilir miyiz?
Beautiful family of Mr. Collins.
İsterseniz süt de Aa, süt. Aa, evet güzel olur. Tamam. Evet. Fazla soğuk olmazsa süt yani.
Wow, so a lot. I mean, amazing. I really today is like every time I do this live stream, some unexpected surprises
Var mı?
happen. Yeah.
Aa süper.
And today I'm really so glad to have
Oturdu.
be able to strike out conversation with someone who a foreigner who has made Istanbul his home, have a family, and to share very liberating views about having a family. To me, I have very limited and very disempowering beliefs about having a family, having children, and I think for speaking with Mr. Collins this morning really opened my mind up a lot about the possibilities that in the end it's not that 그 애기 있다면 인생 끝이라고 그런 말 하면 안 된다고. That it's not to say that once you have a family or children your life ends. It's just that you have to expand your management skill to be able to still do roughly the same things that you do, but of course you'll not be able to do everything that you used to do. But if you like just expand your management skill, you can still pretty much travel, you can still pretty much experience a lot of things in the world. Florence, do you ever plan to have a family? I don't really know what do you mean by having a family, like married or having a kid. I think when we talk about having a family, it's more about having a kid, right? So if you're talking about having a kid, honestly, up to this point in time, I have no plans. Florence, are you a career-oriented person? I have no career to speak of. I'm not a career-oriented person. I'm not a family-oriented person. I'm a life-oriented person. I go around experiencing life in many forms, in varied dimensions all around the world. That's what I'm about. I'm about being a tourist. I'm about being an 80 to 100 years tourist here on Earth and trying to experience everything. Yeah. In fact, I think I'm the least career-oriented person in the world. I don't have a real career to speak of. Yeah. Not even this YouTubing. This YouTubing earns me peanuts. $50 a month I'm making from YouTubing. It's not even a career to speak of. Florence, yes, you're a great people person. Yeah. But I'm not always like this. I kind of like been beaten into shape by life itself, you know. I've had my times where I was young and arrogant and ignorant. I had my times where I was successful and arrogant and just being a complete douchebag and asshole. I've been all that. Yeah. That's why I've experienced all of that. That's why I understand people at different stages of their life. I think it's like you just have to go through all of this to understand. Kurokuna. So that's what life is about. And then you come to a point where you become very contented and very settled. Yeah.
You're going in a minute.
Wow, only my. So Florence, are you New Zealand native or are you an immigrant to New Zealand? I have quite a few friends who migrated to New Zealand. Florence, you make my life more interesting. Oh, I'm glad. But you can make your life more interesting as well. Yeah. Always the choice is always in your hands.
Hoboken.
Good.
I'm gonna go out there and show you guys the street scenes again. You know, I think the lovely thing about this cafe is really neighborhood. I think what really attracted me about this cafe is really just this neighborhood. Oh, Samoan European. Ah, I see. This neighborhood is just so lovely. Ah, just typical Turkish neighborhood. Even like this setup of fruits like this is so European, right? So Spanish, so European style. You don't get like this setup in Asia, in East Asia at all. Pepper frog. Do people in New Zealand walk on ceilings and eat kangaroos? They probably I know they practice boxing with kangaroos. I'm not sure if they eat kangaroos. Oh, Shishish, good evening, Shishish. You love tangerines. Oh, tangerines a lot. A lot of tangerines. And here I am in the new cafe here in this very quiet neighborhood of Istanbul. See how narrow the street is? Such a narrow street. Beautiful autumn morning. It's a very misty morning though, and a very charming neighborhood cafe where I had the pleasure of interviewing someone. My first guest on the first guest of my live stream, Mr. Collins from Liverpool, England, who came here for 6 months work and ended up settling down here for 12 years. So he's sitting in there beside me, and we just had a really nice talk just now about having a family and still being able to live a traveling kind of life, and it was really mind-opening for me. And yeah, so if you guys missed that part, my first ever guest star interview here in Istanbul in my live stream, remember to watch this stream from about 20th minute mark onwards. 20 or 25th minute, about there, okay? Mike Titan. I defected from North. Kim tried to recruit me as a bodyguard, so I decked him and ran to the South. I'm getting more and more very interesting people coming to my live stream. How do you guys know about my channel in the first place? I don't know how do you guys know about my channel, Mike Titan? How do you know about my live streams? Like my channel and my live stream and my style is just not the kind of style that attracts certain kind of people, right? But Mr. Collins is a new god. I have no god. I believe in the one God. See, take a look at the street scenes here in this neighborhood. Hello, good night. And yeah, you see, this cafe is really popular. So many people are coming to this cafe this morning. Shish, I actually found you by accident. I was looking for best Korean products. Oh, you see, most people know me from my anti-aging videos, right? Yeah. Let's get back to my coffee. See, young people. Istanbul, young and old, tend to be very friendly. Like I would say 90%. Only about 10%, I can't even say 10%, perhaps only 5%, or the rare 1% every 1 million people like shuns me off when I greet them. But that's just 1 in a million. Some people say it's because of me, I literally have my anahata coming out of my eyes. Oh. See,
He's friendly, he's okay.
Very friendly. Survive cold weathers here in Istanbul by sticking out in cafes like this, and nobody minds. Nobody, not even the owners, they mind. It's nice and cozy here, nice and warm. Very interesting. Mike Titan, you were in my recommended. Wow, why was I recommended? But okay, anyways, welcome to my live stream. My live stream is where every morning I bring you guys to a different cafe here in Istanbul. Yeah, this is Istanbul, where we just sit down, have a cafe, talk about Istanbul, talk about life, talk about my experiences around the world. Yeah. Florence, I knew you from the anti-aging videos. Yeah, most people know me from my anti-aging videos. Yeah. You know, I don't have that many anti-aging tips to share anymore because honestly, I honestly don't do that much of a work on I don't try around different things much. I just stick to what works and just pretty much eat, you know.
Okay, that's good. Is it nice? How's your head? Sorry about that.
See, a lot of people. Some are working on their computer, some are just sitting out with friends. Shish's video is glitching for me. It's gotten grainy ever since you sat down. Oh, weird. Pepe Frog, you have. Help yourself. Ha ha ha, not for a dog. Oh no, I was joking. Eat it. Experience a new taste here. An orange. Sorry, I have a stroke. You guys are like sticking out on my channel like a playground. But it's always really nice. Always really nice to see all these familiar names every morning. It feels like a gathering of friends here in Istanbul. Like wherever I go in my morning stream, I see like all of you guys that I've seen like familiar names. And while you're here, help me by smashing the like button. The last little bit of consolation for a very poor YouTuber who makes $50 doing this every single day, a month. I take you as my YouTube mentor. For all this work, really, I always start YouTubing because you have something that you so want to share that you don't mind doing the work for next to no money. Yeah. That's the way to start YouTubing. And if you really do it well enough and it goes somewhere, then oh, congrats. But know that 99% of YouTubers never make this as any form of career. Yeah. It's that hard to make. You know, my channel is relatively successful. Yeah, 20 over 1,000 subscribers, and for 5 years it's running, and still I make about $50 a month only. You see, that should tell you something about being a YouTuber. You know, you should have a PayPal. I do have a PayPal. You want to send me some money? You know, in fact, you can send me some money on the super chat here as well. Oh, of course I do have a PayPal. Some people might want to give to you. Nobody wants to. I've only so far in 17 episodes of doing this live stream, I've only ever had $1, $2 tip. That's more miserable than just being a waiter in a deli in New York. Okay, so again, YouTubing is no good career. You cannot take YouTubing as a career. Just if you really want to start YouTubing, really, you start it with the attitude that you have something so desperately you want to share to the world. You have something so desperately you need to get off your chest. That's why you start. No, you don't. You just have to click on the super chat here. On this chat, you can send me a tip through this chat. For those of you who wants to send me a coffee money, you can send me through this chat. On the chat window, there's this send a tip thing, right? Yeah, you can send a tip right there. But honestly, going on tips and stuff is really not the way to go for YouTube. If you really want to make a kind of income from YouTubing, usually Patreon is the way to go. Patreon means you start a subscriber thing, but you have to have something unique to give to subscribers. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't really have anything unique. I just do my live streams every day. And what? Now I start to do this live stream only for my Patreons, for people who pays me. No, I don't want to be that kind of person. So yeah, depending on what kind of person you are, YouTubing may not ever become a source of a good income source. Oh, another cat just entered the cafe. Another cat just entered the cafe. There. Over there, black cat. And for those of you who don't know, before coming to this cafe this morning, before this live stream, I went around about an hour plus. Goodbye, thank you. So I went around for 2 hours making a new video, showing you guys how the street cats, street cats of Istanbul, there are so many street cats, but a lot of, and I made a video about it. So search on my channel called Stray Cats of Istanbul. I made an entire video on street cats here. And some people asking me, how do street cats there? They don't, because of 4 main reasons. And I made that video today. I should be posting that video today or tomorrow. So stay tuned on how the street cats of Istanbul survive autumn and winter. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Pepe Frog, are you Ulharik of Nalistarik who rides on the back of a mastodon? Oh, those are really exotic, cool names. Oh my god, Florence just tipped me 50 New Zealander dollars. Oh my god, that's 35 US dollars. Oh. Wow. Thank you so much, Florence. Wow. Can I like dance for you, Florence? Oh, I'm gonna dance for Florence just for the biggest tip that I've ever received YouTubing so far. Thank you, Florence. I love you, Florence. Wow, Florence just tipped me $50. That's how much I make YouTubing for a month. Thank you so much. Biggest tip that I've ever received. Thank you wants to really tip me for all the effort of making this daily morning live stream. You can just hit the give a tip button somewhere in the chat. Yes, somewhere in the chat window there's something that goes like give a tip or something. Yeah, you can tip me that way. And again, thank you, Florence, for the $50 tip. Oh, I really, really, really appreciate it. Like, you really made my day. Like, wow. It makes me feel like this whole thing is worth it after all. Really, thank you. You just paid for probably 1 month of coffee. Let me see. This coffee is average about $2 US dollars average. So you just bought me about 36. You just bought me about 20 days worth of coffee. Thank you so much. Florence, you're welcome. Thank you for your live entertainment. Thank you so much. Thank you for actually enjoying my live stream. I really think you guys are really weird. Why? I won't enjoy watching me. That's the thing. I won't enjoy watching my live stream, to be honest. Because my live stream, I show you guys nothing. Like, I don't take you guys on a tour. I don't show you guys a lot of things. It's just one old dude sitting in some cafe drinking and talking stuff, right? I wouldn't watch my live stream, but you guys, I'm like so amazed that you guys enjoy my live stream so much, and even tip me. Like, wow, Florence, $50 tips. Oh man, you just bought me 20 days worth of coffee here in Istanbul. It's just amazing. Thank you so much, Florence. Thank you. Really gives me the motivation to keep going. You know, every morning I have half the mind to just quit this live streaming. Like, it's so much work for nothing, you know. But Florence just gave me that boom, to keep going again. Shish, shish. We watch you because we like your company. And I do this because I like your company as well, all of you. See how cool came on the back of Mr. Collins here. Is enjoying, you know, just now I made that video how cats survive the cold weather here in Istanbul. So 4 main ways, two are the ways this cat is doing right now. One, hide out in the warm cafe, and 2, using the moving heaters called human beings. Look at that, how cozy she is. He or she looks like a she though to me. It feels like a she. It looks a little pissed at me. Like, can you get that camera out of my face, please? Thank you. Okay, sorry. Oh. People just really having a higi time. Higi time. You guys know what higi time is? Higi? You know, for receiving $50 in tips this morning, I'm gonna extend this live stream by 30 minutes. Yeah. Just to, you know, you make money, you gotta work harder. Yeah. Okay, let me take you guys outside again. Getting a little bit warm in here. There are people working on their laptops and again out in the streets of Istanbul. And whoa, you see out here you get a very nice feel and view of the neighborhood around here. Very nice. Coiffeur, that's barber. Let's take a look at this front camera. I really love this view. This view is so not East Asia. Like East Asians, you look at this, if you're from East Asia, anywhere from in East Asia, Southeast Asia, you look at this view, immediately you get the feel, right? The very European feel. That's how unique this view is to us East Asians, you know. This is a sight you don't get anywhere in East Asia at all. Very unique sight and sound and feel. Even the buildings, look at how the window grills are, the plants. One thing I really love about Istanbul is how green the city is. Everywhere there's a lot of green plants and leaves. You see the autumn leaves. Oh, New Zealand right now is kind of hot, right? It's kind of summer in New Zealand. See, this front camera doesn't take sunlight very kindly. If the light falls on it at a certain angle, it gets all messed up. This is the cafe that we are here. Our cafe of the day, Ministry of Coffee. Ministry of Coffee is a chain, so I can't say Istanbul. There's quite a few Ministry of Coffees here in Istanbul. This is Ministry of Coffee, Topakat, something like that. Well, very hard to pronounce. I really like this very lovely little neighborhood cafe. It's completely got the real Istanbul neighborhood feel. This is really neighborhood area, you know. I really go deep into the neighborhoods. And honestly, the daily neighborhood life, the real life, is what I like to experience whenever I go to a different country. I almost never go to, can you believe it? I almost never visit a tourist attractions. When I was in Paris, I didn't even go to the Mona Lisa nor the Eiffel Tower at all. But immediately I go to a neighborhood, and then I dig into the neighborhood, and then I start to live like a local, start to experience everything that basically experience what life is in that place. You know, that's what I do. That's how I do it. That's why if you may be wondering, isn't it kind of like a waste of opportunity? You're up in these countries that so many of us wants to go vacation in and could not. That you're there and you're not going anywhere. You're not experiencing anything, right? The same thing like Squid Game. Everybody wants to watch Squid Game because of the hype. I don't. I kind of like. I just stick to what I want to do and what I want to achieve, regardless of what everybody think I should be doing. Yeah, I'm not really an explorer. I don't explore much. Like one year here in Istanbul so far, I have lived my entire life in this neighborhood the whole 1 year. I've not even been to the Hagia Sophia, nor the Hammam, nor the Grand Bazaar. I've not been to any of these places in 1 year. I just enjoy the neighborhood so much. Mr. Collins like, what the fuck? Yeah. Just like when I was in Paris, I didn't go to the Mona Lisa, I didn't go to the Eiffel Tower. Mr. Collins like, so
When I travel, so I walk everywhere.
Everywhere.
Now I will walk about 8 kilometers back home.
Oh yes,
A
yes,
big loop.
yes.
I can walk 25 kilometers in a day.
Wow.
Just walking.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
yeah. Same. I pretty much just go everywhere I could walk, just walking
We
distance.
went to Tokyo, 32 million people in a metro system. We used the metro 3 or 4 times. We walked 30 kilometers a day.
Wow.
Tokyo's flat.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because experience is walking and
Yes,
seeing
yes.
and tasting the food.
Exactly.
But if you don't go anywhere,
I walk. I do. I walk. I walk all the way to Taksim. That's pretty much my limit. I walk to Taksim and I walk back.
you should see the city. It's great. It's
Yes.
fantastic, you know?
Yes.
Food, for things to see,
Oh yes.
and for the people also.
Oh yeah. If there's one thing I love most about Istanbul is the people.
And different to where I come from, and probably also different to New York, apart from the metro and the buses in the centre. In Turkey, you can use the public transport in the city, but then you can hop on small buses to go out to the villages.
Oh.
You can get anywhere
I
very
see.
quickly.
Just like Korea, like
Transport in
see.
Turkey is excellent to use public transport.
I see. I'll probably start to explore more next month.
Next month. When it's snowing.
When it's snowing. Oh, but yeah. See, everybody's surprised the way I travel is just crazy boring. You know, when I spent like a year in Madrid, and I kind of hanged out in Madrid in the what's the area called? I can't even remember the name well properly. And from there I went to Barcelona for just 1 day in Barcelona, and I came back to Madrid and just stake out basically in the neighborhood similar to this. Yeah. But most likely next month when Limpeh comes, I'm gonna go exploring, because 100% she's not gonna do the neighborhood sit around thing with me. 100% she wants to go around, and yeah, that gives me a reason to go around. And once again, thank you Florence for the $50 tip. Wow, this is amazing. It's the biggest tip I've ever received in my life. Okay. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate it so much. Maybe I should make a video just for you. Maybe I will. $50 tip deserves its own video. Okay, when I get back home, I'm gonna make a video just for you. See, I finished my second coffee. Usually second coffee means I've done 1 whole hour here. It's very interesting that today I'm not seeing some of the the usual names. Yeah. Is it because it's Tuesday? That Tuesday is a bad day, but I'm not seeing a lot of the usual names today. Oh, Mary McLean from Malaysia. Hello, good morning. Welcome to my live stream. It's the first time I'm seeing your name. In case you're wondering what my live stream is about, hold on. Limpeh was born in Singapore and left Singapore 20 years ago. Been everywhere in the world since then, never been back. And right now, I am in Istanbul. And every morning I do a morning coffee chit chat la kopi in Istanbul. So every morning I go to a different cafe here in Istanbul to chit chat. We just chit chat with people, talk about life, talk about my experiences, talk about my realizations in life, my experiences here in Istanbul. And today, like amazingly, quite a lot of things happen. Usually I would have observed a 30 minutes extension. Thank you. And yeah, and just now we even have appearance here in Istanbul. Mr. Collins from Liverpool shared how he came here for 6 months work and ended up being here for 12 years. Mr. Collins is still in there. And good morning, Louis. Louis from Singapore. Yes, I just got a $30 tip from Florence in New Zealand, and therefore I'm keeping this live stream on for another 30 minutes. This is a beautiful neighborhood, a very quiet neighborhood here in Istanbul. You see very narrow streets, beautiful fruit stores. Izan, good morning again, Izan. And a very beautiful cafe. It's just very beautiful, small, quiet neighborhood. The streets here, the real neighborhood streets here in Istanbul are very, very narrow streets. And very good morning to all of you once again. It's not super cold today. It's a very hazy Tuesday autumn morning here in Istanbul. And before coming to this cafe, I made a video. I went around for about 2 hours making a video on how the street cats of Istanbul survive autumn and winter. I made a video on my channel called Stray Cats of Istanbul. You know, stray cats is really one of the unique things about Istanbul, okay? And a lot of people are wondering how they survive the cold weathers like autumn and winter, okay? And so today I made a video. You'll be surprised how street animals, they survive the cold weather here. So stay tuned for that video coming up today or tomorrow. Yeah. Mary Magdalene looks like a peaceful place. Yeah, very peaceful. A peaceful neighborhood here in Istanbul. And you know, even the cafes, people are talking very softly. Silence and serenity is a very big quality or kind of part of the Turkish culture here, where people like things to be quiet and serene, you know. So people don't talk loudly, and so whenever I live stream and I talk loudly, they don't give me a look actually. Actually, they are so friendly, so nice. They never give me the looks. In fact, they always look very friendly. So every morning I bring you guys to a different cafe here in Istanbul for this live stream, which means that this is episode 17, and I've been to 17 different cafes, and all within walking distance from my home. That's how many cafes there is in this part of Istanbul. You know? Amazing, right? There's more cafes here in this part of Istanbul than my home back in New York. My home back in New York, Queens area, I can walk for 30 minutes and still there will be no more than just, I think, 6 cafes. But this is 17 cafes around my area so far. I have not repeated, not even once. I've not been to the same cafe twice so far. At some point I will, but there are still so many different cafes here that I've not visited. in this, just in this area, just walking down, I think over there, in that area over there, easily about another 10 cafes. Mary Magdalene, thank you for sharing this segment. I'm a coffee drink. All of us, the Southeast Asian people, we are super coffee drinkers. Yeah. Usually I have like 2 coffees in 1 hour, so I finished my second coffee. Honestly, because Florence gave me a $50 tip, I could have just gotten another coffee. But 3 coffees in the morning, my head will explode. 2 coffees is my max in the morning. 3, my head will explode. 4, my heart will explode. 5, my entire body will just disintegrate like Lucy. And Mary, welcome to my live stream for the first time. I hope you find it interesting and do join me every morning. I'm not sure what time, but something between 9:30 a.m. Turkish time to 10 a.m. Turkish time. Usually that's when I start my live stream, because sometimes it takes time sometimes to find the right cafe to do this in. You know, some cafes are nice, but I don't get a good view. Got pretty much not too interesting things to show you guys, so sometimes it takes time to find a good cafe, sometimes it doesn't. So the time I start my live streams, never on the dot. So yeah, around that time. So do subscribe and do hit the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I go live, right? So this is episode 17 here in Istanbul. Jitan, at last, all the familiar names are coming around this time. Jitan, really appreciate your hard work in finding interesting places to show us. Oh, I gotta work harder because why? Because people like Florence, who tipped me $50 again, the biggest tip that I've ever received in my life, $50. Florence tipped me $50, and because of that, I need to work even harder to find even better places to do this morning, keep this morning live stream going for all of you. I honestly don't know why you guys enjoy my live stream, because honestly, the places I go to are not touristy places, are not interesting places, and honestly, it's just me talking. But somehow you guys enjoy it. I'm very grateful. Oh, May, thank you so much for showing us around. Go, good morning. Wow, big tip. Go. I say all the familiar names are coming up around this time, when I should have ended the live stream. You guys must be wondering, one hour and 12 minutes in, why am I still on? Usually I finish at 1 hour, because Florence gave me that bigger tip. I think I should do more. So today we're extending this by 50%. So we're going 1.5 hours. Why not go all the way? Why? Because my mobile phone battery is limited and I don't have a spare battery pack. Yes, I don't invest in this. I honestly don't invest in YouTubing, okay? I don't care about the camera I use, I don't care about the quality, because I make peanuts from this. Yeah, so it's not worth investing in this thing at all. As long as I can get my message out, that's all. You know, as long as it works, I'm fine, you know. Okay. Go, what phone are you using anyway? Samsung S7. 5 years old. A Samsung S7 that still works. As long as it works, I'll just keep using it. Oh, check out this cat. Having such a heaty, cozy time. I really love this very symbiotic relationship between street animals and human beings here in Istanbul. So peaceful, so much compassion. H-Links! All the familiar names. You guys are coming just around this time, yeah? You know, I really cannot, like, you know, you're convincing me that, you guys are convincing me that it makes more sense doing this live stream 1 hour later than I'm used to. But if I do that 1 hour later, then it's not morning coffee for me anymore. No? It's nearly noon. H-Links, really love your vlogs. Thank you. Thanks for enjoying my badly taken videos. So badly taken, so badly edited, I don't even add music. Jitan, I feel like I'm in Istanbul now because they're showing all these things. Oh really? I'm glad. I'm glad. Like the way I do it has such an impact. It's interesting. Interesting to know. I really like this cafe. I could just do this. Pitch links, because school just ended. Always watch your live after school. Found your channel from the Korean videos. Oh, I see. Yeah, Louis also come onto my stream after school as well. So it makes a lot more sense to start, but I cannot start at this time, because if I start this time, then it's not morning coffee anymore. It's actually noon coffee. Yeah, that's why I usually end around this time. I really love this cafe for this. Actually, most people come to my channel through the anti-aging and the Korean videos. Yeah. Is that a cat cafe? No. Okay, go. Is it a cat cafe? Everywhere in Istanbul is a cat cafe. All cafes and restaurants. Okay, stray cats just go in and hide from the cold and just relax. In every cafe, every restaurant. Really, Istanbul is the most pet animal friendly, and these are not even pets, these are just street animals. Istanbul is the most street animal friendly city that I've ever been to in anywhere in the world, all my life. So symbiotic, you know, they just live with humans. That's why the street cats here, what impressed me about the street cats here is this: they're not afraid of humans. You can go touch them or anything, they're very friendly. And street animals are friendly to humans, tells you something about the people of that city. If you go to the city and the street cats run away the moment you approach them, that tells you something about the people in the city. And this is why, again, the 5 main things I love about living in Istanbul, which you can check out in my channel. There's this video I made, 5 things I love about living in Istanbul. This is the main thing, that the people are so friendly, so happy, so compassionate. Jitan, I came to your videos long ago. Yeah, I know. I saw through your Jitan. I came to your videos long ago through your Korean language videos. Yes, I saw a long time ago, Jitan. Thanks for sticking with my channel for so long. I'm really very touched with all these very long-term subscribers and long-term followers. You guys, awesome. I don't know why you guys enjoy my videos. You know, every YouTuber, right, takes so much time and effort to put music in their videos, to put effects on a video, and I don't bother. I have no music, no special effects, you know. And yet you guys enjoy my content. I'm very touched. Thank you. This is the kind of, hold on, go. Yeah, makes total sense. Everywhere is a cat cafe here in Istanbul. Very amazing. So amazing. The people of Istanbul are so connected with animals, plants and trees, that the whole city is trees and trees everywhere, and people take care of them, you know. Back in New York, man, so hard to find like trees and plant life along like everywhere. So hard, yeah. Jitan, the content is the most important thing, not the music or the effects. And this is exactly, Jitan, this is exactly the kind of people I want to appeal to. People who look past the fluff, look past the hype, and understand what real information and value is. Jitan is a smart guy, and so are all of you who follow me. Anyone who likes Limpeh is a smart person. Is a person who understands the reality of life, who understands what are hypes and fluff and what are the real values in life, you know. No one. Are there a lot of parks? Oh yes, a lot of parks here in Istanbul. If you check out my video on the top 5 places I like in Istanbul, 2 are parks. All are within walking distance from my home. Can you imagine? Just within walking distance from my home, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parks. Jitan, thank you, Jitan, thank you. And again, once again, thank you, Florence, for the $50 tip. The biggest tip I've ever received in my life, okay? Amazing. That's why today's live stream is still going on after 1 hour 20 minutes, because I think I should do more to repay such a big tip. I usually I stream for an hour every morning usually. Yeah. Because if I go more than an hour, then it's not a morning coffee chat anymore. And really thank you guys so much for joining me all the time. 또박또박. 진짜 또박또박 봐줘서 진짜 고맙습니다. And those of you who really, every single morning you're here, every single morning you're joining me, I really appreciate it. And of course, those of you who want to drop me a tip, there's a super chat here. Somewhere along the chat window, there's this give a tip thing. You can consider to buy me some coffee through that button over there. So no none. How was your time in America compared to Turkey? I enjoyed. Honestly, I enjoyed Turkey massively, much more than America. And the most important thing, there are two things to me was that makes the biggest difference between America and Turkey. Number one is because my experience in America is mainly New York. So number one is I feel much safer here in Turkey than in New York. Much safer. I walk around at night with literally no concern of being marked or shot randomly. You know, shooting in New York so common. When I almost like there's so many shootings in New York that the media just don't bother to report anymore. And number two, people here are so beautiful, so friendly. People in New York are perpetually angry. And people here in Istanbul are perpetually happy. I like happy people because I'm a happy person. So that is what to me was the two main differences between living in America and living in Turkey. Yeah. Oh, I love this song. So 80s, so retro. No one. This is like the 80s retros, the best time, the best pop era. And me now. There's just an empty space. You guys know this song? So take a look at me now. There's just an empty space. Veronica Ho, how about compared with Singapore? I don't know what Singapore is like anymore. I left Singapore 20 years ago. It's a different Singapore right now, so I cannot comment about the difference between Turkey and Singapore because my Singapore is very different from the Singapore right now you're experiencing. So different. If I tell you my experience in Singapore, you will feel like a different country. Yeah. Mark, will you and your wife quit New York eventually? Probably. I don't think my wife is in New York to stay either. I think she will want to move around as well. I'll just go wherever she decides to. I don't think she's ready to settle down either. My wife is like me, you know. She's got a wanderlust. 100% she's not in New York to stay, and therefore I'm not in New York to stay either. Let's see how. Yeah. Go. Wow. So no longer plans to move back to US. I have no plans to move back to US at all. But I know I will, but I have not planned to do so. I just have no plans. I just have no plans even for tomorrow. The only plan I have for tomorrow is that tomorrow morning I still intend to do this live stream. This is as far as my plans in life go. Is tomorrow morning I'll still be streaming. That's my plan. That's as far as my plan goes in life right now. And that's not a guarantee. So many things can happen. You know? So Mark, I only plan for tomorrow, you know. I am incapable of planning anything beyond tomorrow. Because so many things can happen in life. How can I force life to happen in the way that I want, right? So I just pretty much flow with life. Go. Maybe then you should share your SG memories. This is very, very different from the Singapore that you guys know. My Singapore memory is Nam Sam Chun in Choa Chu Kang, you know, the last rural village in Singapore, I grew up eating free rambutans and free star fruits from trees without even having to wash them, all organic and clean. And when I want durian, I go up into the mountains and I get durian for free. That's the Singapore I lived in, you know. It's definitely not the Singapore that you guys experience right now. So talking about my experience in Singapore is largely irrelevant. My Singapore do not exist anymore. Choa Chu Kang Nam Sam Chun. That's where I spent my childhood. Among the mountains and the trees in the villages, drinking from well and streams. Yeah. My childhood is a different world. The last village in the heart of Singapore. Can you guys imagine? I bet none of you had the experience of just running out of your house and plucking a star fruit from a tree and just eating it straight away. Just a wild star fruit. And there's no pollution, and it's not from a farm, you know, just wild in the mountains. I just pluck and I eat. Along the road, and I pluck rambutans and eat for free. That was my Singapore. Ron Lucas, you have a potentially good singing voice, Limpeh. Thank you. Go, wow. Can't Google much. Can't Google what? That's why I keep saying, you know, there's no point comparing my experience in Singapore with what I experienced here, because I left Singapore too long time ago to be relevant to you guys at all. On the place in Choa Chu Kang. Yeah, you can Google Choa Chu Kang Nam San Village. That's my hometown. And yeah, it's a different world. When I left Singapore, there was only 3 MRT lines, you know. 3. Oh. I don't even know the street name in Singapore anymore. I don't even know what's up in Singapore anymore. So I really cannot compare. I don't even know anything about Marina Bay Sands. I've never even been there. Go. Haha, somehow I feel most people agree old Singapore was a better place to live in than now. I can't compare. I don't know what Singapore is like now either, so can't compare. But I massively enjoy my childhood in Singapore. Massively. And I still dream about the place I spent my childhood in Singapore. You know, from time to time I dream about my kampong house, you know. Yeah. No, none. Does it cost a lot to live in many countries? Well, I would say that in every country in the world, there's a way to live cheap, there's a way to live expensive. It's all up to you. If you want to live expensive, the sky's the limit in every country in the world. You want to live cheap, you can live super cheap in any country in the world. You can live homeless even. Homelessness is not that bad a way, as long as it's not illegal. When I was in Singapore, being homeless was illegal. So as long as being homeless is not illegal, even being homeless is okay. I remember when I was 18 years old, I went on a solo backpacking trip, myself, to Malaysia, to many parts of Malaysia. So I was walking. I didn't have any money. I probably had only like $50 Singapore dollars to last for a week. And so I was sleeping on the beach. I was sleeping on the roadsides. I was literally homeless in Malaysia. Oh, I enjoyed it massively. I survived 1 week with just $50 Singapore dollars in Malaysia when I was 18 years, about 17 or 18 years old, I can't remember. And I just disappeared for a week. My family didn't know where I was for a week. And those times was before the internet, before social media, before smartphones. So nobody could contact me, nobody knows where I am for 1 whole week. That's the kind of person I have. Since young and unsuppressible wanderlust and curiosity curiosity about the world. Since young, I just want to get out there, you know. And therefore, the moment I achieve independence and I can make my own money, I left. I never looked back. But if you ask me what's my fate, no none. What to do for food if live homeless? Many ways to get food. Homeless doesn't mean you don't have money, right? And many ways to eat cheap anywhere in the world. Even in Paris, even in Spain, you could live on $1 a day if you want to. Just one baguette for $1 a day, you can live. No problem at all. One meal a day is all you need. Oh, you know, a lot of people don't understand. Being homeless doesn't mean you're penniless, okay? Even the homeless in America, penniless. They have money. It's just homeless. They make money by busking, street performance, sometimes begging, sometimes doing odd jobs. You know, do some cleaning job here and there during the day when they are not sleeping. When they're, you know, being homeless doesn't mean you're not doing anything during the daytime. You know, being homeless only means that you don't sleep under a roof at night. But during the day, you're still productive. You can still go out, get a job, do something, make some money. Yeah, being homeless doesn't mean being penniless. Oh, my most interesting homeless experience was this. You remember when I was 17, 18 years old and I went to Malaysia for a week and I had only 50 Singapore dollars, so I was literally homeless because I could not afford to sleep in hotels. There was one night when I was in Malaysia. I went to Sentosa area of Malaysia and it was a resort area and I did not have any money, okay? So you know what? I was kind of dead broke. I have only enough money to take a bus back to Singapore. And that night, because it's a resort area, I met Singaporeans who were holidaying in the resort and they gave me a room for that night. So I slept in the resort for that night and the next day they brought me out for breakfast and paid for me as well. You see, that's how in this world if you're willing to open your heart up, you can survive even with no money. People will provide for you. That was my experience when I was just 17 or 18 years old and I solo trip. I backpacked Malaysia with no money. I lived in the resort and had breakfast the next day, all for free. Okay, yeah. So it's 1.5 hours. Any final question any final thing you want to discuss before I end today's live stream? Again, I want to give a very, very heartfelt thanks to Florence for the $50 tip. This is not only the biggest tip I've ever received YouTubing, this is the biggest tip I've ever received in my life. I really, really appreciate it. Really heartfelt. Ministry of Coffee is Australian coffee roaster. So, wow. Florence from New Zealand, very close to Australia. Yeah. Thank you guys once again for all of you who every morning it's like I see the same names: Go, Rigo, Shish, Florence, Tressa. Who else did I miss? And for those of you new to my channel as well, big welcome. Yep. And today I just made a video on how the street cats of Istanbul survive autumn and winter. It's really interesting and quite unexpected. So stay tuned for the video either today or tomorrow, depending on when I get down to work. I have already taken all the necessary videos. Hungry Eyes. You guys know this song? Hungry Eyes. You know, I really would love to order another coffee and just sit here and enjoy the music, but I have already 2 coffees and one more coffee and my heart will explode. But this place serves up the best Americano blend that I've ever had in Istanbul so far. So such strong berry, note of berry and chocolate. It's amazing. So see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you. Annyeong.